Namaste, Adab. Hello, welcome to KK Academy in the beautiful city of Nawabs.
City of Nawabs, Shan-e-Awadh.
Lakhanpuri, Awadhpuri, land of kebabs.
But most importantly, a city that has a place in history as the land of revolutionaries and freedom fighters.
So let's get excited and charge up to learn the history of Awadh.
Ram gifted Lucknow to his brother Lakshman after conquering Sri Lanka and therefore also known as Lakshmanpuri or Lakhan. At the end of the 12th century, Awadh was submitted to the Sultan of Ghazni and so became part of the Empire of Delhi. And then later it came under the Mughals. Oh. Residency? What is this residency?
Oh my little friend, you stay in Lucknow and don't know residency?
Come inside, friend. I'll tell you about residency.
Let's go.
Residency was built by Asufuddaula in 1775 AD and was completed by Saadat Ali in 1880 AD. It was built for British residents to stay. You can say it was a guest house for the British residents, but it became prison for the Britishers.
How?
When Britishers occupied Lucknow, the revolutionaries were red with anger. They raised their voices against the British administrations and took up arms against them. The Britishers were trapped inside the residency on 25th September 1857 when a group of revolutionaries attacked the residency.
Hey, come on, let's move ahead. Look at the huge gate. Do you know its significance?
Yes, this gate was the biggest barrier for the revolutionaries attacking from the east. This gate was called the Bailey Guard Gate.
I wish I had this gate to keep you away.
Oh, you two stop fighting. We have to explore more interesting places.
Oh, so let's go.
What's that damaged building?
That is the treasury where the treasure was kept.
Treasure like gold and silver. Wow!
Obviously, you are talking as the treasure will be yours now.
See, there is a similar looking building too.
Oh, let's go and check it out. It is the banqueting hall. During the 1857 revolt, it was converted into the hospital and the windows were sealed to keep away the bullets. There is a similar looking building in front of the hall. That is Dr. Fayer's house, who was stationed at residency at that time.
And you know, during the mutiny, the dead could not be taken to graveyard. So they were buried here itself. Here are the tombs of Colonel Robert Hopel and Sir Henry Lawrence, the Governor General of British Army.
Let's head towards the museum.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Aha, must be an interesting one with old arms and ammunitions. No, friend. This museum is also the part of the main building.
So let's go inside and check out.
No, camera not allowed.
Inside the museum, I saw various pictures of Watchtower, Chakkar Koti, Machi Bhavan, Musafir Khana, Chattar Manzil, Musa Bagh, Dilkhusha Bagh and Sikandar Bagh. Also there were coins of Mughal periods, crockery pieces that were used by the Britishers at that time,
Letters of Nawab written in Persian.
artillery, muskets and cannonballs.
A layout of Lucknow city.
The cellar where women and children hid during the mutiny.
The bullet marks make me feel proud of my freedom fighters. Proud to be a Lucknowite too.
Come on, let's board the bus. We have more places to visit.
Yeah, let's go. Places that will test your navigation skills.
What is that?
Be patient till we reach there.
Oh, Bhul Bhulaiya. Same same as Akshay Kumar film. So now you know where the film got its name.
Yeah, such a magnificent monument.
I'm very curious to take the tour.
I can understand your excitement, but you won't find Akshay Kumar and Vidya Balan inside.
चलो चलो, let's check out बड़ा इमामबाड़ा.
Yeah, let's go. The Bada Imambada was built by Nawab of Lucknow, Asifullah in 1784. It is the grandest building of the city. The complex includes large Jashvi mosque, labyrinth, that is Bhul Bhulaiya, and a well or boundary.
What is the importance of this building?
It is a significant building. In the year 1783, this region was hit by a devastating famine. So the Nawab, through a grand project, wanted to provide employment to the people till the famine subsided.
That's so thoughtful.
Yeah, it's really.
Let's move to Bhul
The most unique thing about its construction is that at 50 by 16 meters and over 15 meters tall, it has no beams supporting the ceiling and is one of the largest arts construction in the world.
The architecture of the building is so amazing.
Yes, it is based on the Mughal design and the architect was Kifayatullah, who lies buried in the main hall. Bhul Bhulaiya, which you were excited about,
Badminton is actually a space above the 8 chambers built on the different heights. It is a three-dimensional labyrinth interconnecting each other in the 489 identical doorways.
Yes, it is the most popular attraction and is possibly the only existing maze in India and came about unintentionally to support the weight of the building.
You know, I find this place quite mysterious. Probably there are many rumors about this place.
I agree with you. I've heard that there is a block tunnel which leads through a mile-long underground passage to a location near Gomti River.
And it is also rumored that other passages lead to Faizabad, Allahabad and Delhi. They exist but have been sealed after a long period of disuse as well as fear over disappearance of people.
Now I understand why the movie was titled Bhul Bhulaiya.
Oh, let him be. I really enjoyed my trip to Imambara. I wish we could check out the whole place to know more about it.
That will require a lot of courage, stamina and time. It is so huge. I am so amazed that we have such historically important buildings in our city. We should really care for them.
Okay, let's move ahead. We have to go to Chowk and Chota Imambara also.
Let's go.
We have reached such a beautiful monument. Chota Imambara was built by Muhammad Ali Shah in 1839. It was built as his own mausoleum.
See, it has gilded white dome and several turrets and minarets.
Oh, look at those beautiful chandeliers.
That is why it is also known as the Palace of Lights. The chandeliers were used to decorate the interiors. They were brought from Belgium.
Oh, look at these Quranic verses and prayers. These are the Tugras. Are you treating me with tunde carbs and chat? My stomach is grumbling.
First finish your tiffin.
But Lucknow is famous for their khatardari.
So, I am serving you your tiffin. We are in the most happy place of Lucknow.
visited a shop selling items for Zardozi work. He had all types of gotas, laces, latkans and other decorative items. They had intricate designs. They are used to decorate lehengas, chunnis, saris, etc. The shop was truly befitting for a bride. Lucknow is famous for its beautiful chicken curry. But have you ever thought how these beautiful designs are made? To know that, we visited a shop where beautiful designs were being made on tracing sheets, which were then used for printing on cloth. An old gentleman was selling colorful bangles. Young girls, married women and old women thronged the place in the afternoon and matched the churis with the dresses.
The aroma of freshly baked rotis was maddening. It raised our appetite. The shops were making different varieties of roti: sheermal, rumali roti, naan, khameer roti and kulcha. At the end of the gully was a small shop selling different varieties of achar. He treated our group with tasty achar. I can still get the taste of karele ka achar.
Blue sky covered with colorful kites is a common view in Lucknow. We saw kites stacked up to the ceiling.
We went to an Itra shop. The shop was full of balmy aroma. He had a variety of itras which were priced according to their quality. Some were cheap and a few were very expensive. He had a glass bottles which were very beautiful with caps made of crystal. He told us that the bottles were 250 years old. We were surprised that a 50-year-old shop had 250-year-old bottles.
In Chowk, we found several small pan shops. The pan has been used as mouth fresheners made out of natural ingredients. There were 12 different varieties of pans. The shop is 125 years old. It sells kebabs and rumali rotis from 9 in the morning to late in the evening. Special visitors to this old shop are Shah Rukh Khan and Salman Khan.
Okay, we are back after a short and tasty break. We were curious to know how the chicken curry work was proceeded. So we headed to a printing shop where the designs were printed on cloth using blocks and needle.
Wow! Watch an aroma of fresh flowers. It can be experienced in Phoolon Wali Gali. The whole gully has shops loaded with fresh flowers.
Look at these colorful powders. These are used for making rangolis.
Here is a thread shop stacked with colorful threads for chicken curry. A shop selling hookahs. These hookahs are made of ceramic, brass and silver. We can roam about the whole shop some other time. The sun is setting and we have to go back to school. Our parents must be waiting for us.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. सिपाहियों, मेरे पीछे आओ। नवाब साहब बस पे चढ़ने जा रहे हैं। The effect of Lucknow.
Let us continue to preserve the basic essence of Lucknow and spread its fragrance far and wide. Khuda Hafiz.